bros, what is up? This is Jared from Jared Gaming, and we are back for episode 7. Yeah. And actually we are going to be adding detail to this one right here, and the one below, if you guys can actually see it, but it's not on this side. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just actually going to start making a little mountain spring. So it's 3 diagonal 1 right now, and then I'm going to make another one here. So I got like a little frame, and then it's 2 on this side. 1, and then make it 2, and then we're gonna make it like a little V. So it almost looks like a messed up heart right now, and I'm just gonna bring that up 1 extra layer higher. Now I'm gonna bring in another layer to make it 2, but only in certain areas. I'm trying to make it so it's like uneven. Now 3 here, and then I'm gonna come over here and break it in 1 and go up on that one. And delete them by adding a block. I did not delete the one in the back to add effect. There we go. Right now I'm trying to make it look a little bit natural, and I'm moving kind of slow so I can help you guys out and talk a little bit more than I have been. And yep, just do that. That helps out a lot. Yep, just do that. Add that. Trying to get it like a flat top right now so I can make like a point on it later on. There. And right here I'm gonna place a block those 2. Well, no, yeah. And then right here. And then right here. There. Now I'm going to make the point on it, and now I just made it random, like that. So all mountains start out with stone, and now what we're going to do is we're going to get grass blocks, and we're going to add them in certain locations to make it look like more shorter, make it look a little bit more, you know, natural, like you would see in a Minecraft world. So what you're trying to do is cover the top of the stone on all of them right now, while adding a little bit of coverage on the sides, but not much. And right there. Okay, we got all the tops covered. Now we're going to cover the bottom. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to add a block there as well. And right there, and right there. Make it 3 and then 1 down like that. Then we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna add a block there and a block there, and there and there and there. I cannot make up my mind at all on this thing because it's just like the more random it is, the better it looks. And now I just need a bucket of water. But first, what I need to do is I need to sleep. Okay, now that it's daytime, you guys can see a lot better.
Rustic build together?
Sure, but I just need judges first.
No.
I need you to. Wow.
You really are gay.
I know.
Don't feel
JK. JK.
Hey, Emily.
Okay, so we just got that all filled in, and now we're gonna come up here and break this block here, and we're gonna let it spill. Oh, shit. I did not mean to do it on this side, so what I need to fix that by adding a dirt block right there. I need to break that and fill that back in.
No one can hear anyone because he's not here.
And then just add a block of water back to make it like flow, so I can see if it makes it look normal. And I'm gonna mark it like this, just all the way around to block off the water flow. And I'm gonna break that, and yep. Okay. So now I'm just gonna do this. Try to actually just dig out like a small little pond so that the spring has something to fill up, and then we're gonna make a river going down, and then add some trees to this. Like that. That looks pretty good. Now I'm just gonna dig all this out. Now I'm going to get the sand, and I'm going to just fill in the whole bottom with sand. For some reason, like a sandy bottom makes the watercolor look, I think, a little bit nicer and more blue than a brown bottom, because then the brown bottom makes it reminds me of where I'm from, because like the water here is really brown and murky and muddy, and a sand bottom looks like a tropical, oasis, and it really looks nice, and that's why I like the sand bottom a lot more than a mud bottom, or a dirt bottom in this case.
I actually like this room. I probably won't build it,
Actually, I'm going to dig all this out here because I'm going to bring it one down lower, because on waterfalls, they erode the ground beneath them because it's pounding it constantly, the stone, and it makes it a little bit deeper. And right here, yep, just fill it in with sand. But I need to fill it up to make it the same level, because when you guys flatten it, it's going to have to be that way, or it won't make like ripples in the water, and we don't want that. And right now I'm just making a small little river, and I'm going to just widen it up over here and make it spill down like so. And I'm also going to make this a sand bottom.
exactly what I was looking for. Something along the lines of that idea.
I was about to say, what the frick are you building?
I'm sorry if there's no sound for this video.
Oh, that was incredibly annoying.
I know. I was just.
Well, there is sound. If you guys have a headphone on, you guys could probably hear it, but it's very, very low. And, actually, there might not be any sound at all, because I removed it because there's people arguing in the party when I was recording, and it accidentally recorded it, and the water's going to spill down and flow off the edge. So, right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to block it off right there. And actually, it doesn't work because I have a water bucket right there. So, and then right here is what I was talking about, where... So I would get like a different colored block, so I'm using lapis lazuli block so you guys could see. That was kind of dumb of me. I should use like a different color instead of blue, because the water's blue. And I need to fill that right there. And there we go. It's all flat now, and then just remove the block underneath, and the water is still flat. Then add your water bucket back, and it will flow into your little spring and fill it up and overflow into the river below that we will be building later on. But right now, I'm gonna go straight down right here, like, and then it was like that. I'm just gonna make it like an L because it's gonna wrap around. So I'm just gonna remove that, and I'm gonna make sure it falls into that hole. And if you guys were wondering how I did that, is I just went straight down one block off of the whole thing, and that's how I got that little frame. So if you guys pretty much just fall off the edge, you'll land where the water's gonna land, and then just make an L frame, because that's how it's gonna create it. Because see, now it's gonna fill in that L. And there we go. See, I got it right on the head on the nail. So that's how it goes. Okay, so this is looking really good. I like it so far. I can see the potential with this island. And now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get some vines, some trees, because it is rustic, so it's all grown up. And it's not supposed to look perfect, and it's supposed to look all messed up. So I'm gonna need some bone meal as well. We're gonna go over here. I'm gonna plant a tree right there, and I'm gonna bone meal it. So try to get a small one like that if you guys can. It doesn't really matter if you guys get the same exact trees as I do, but it would help if you guys did. But it doesn't really matter. It's your guys' own build, or your guys' own world. Every world would be a little bit different. Now I'm gonna come over here and do the same thing. I was actually thinking about putting a little house up here, like a little abandoned, rustic, fallen apart house. That's like pretty much an abandoned rustic house. But I was like, just put trees up here, make it look wild and natural. So when people are like playing down below, it's like the wild island up there. And that's what I kind of plan on doing. Maybe I might, after this, I might just build a couple other smaller islands that you guys can explore. That way, like, well, not you, because you'll be the one building them, so you guys will know what's on there. And you guys can swim up it like this, all the way up to the top, like I'm doing. And the main thing is, like, the one island you guys are going to be living on is going to be inhabited by you guys in your RPG world. And then the other islands will be like a woodcutter's island, where he would go gather wood and things like that, a miner's island, or like a hunting island or something like that. I'll come up with these as I go along, and what you guys want me to add to your guys' world so that you guys can be happy with everything you have and that there's nothing else that you guys could possibly want. So this looks really nice right now. I was just strolling around trying to think of something else I can do.
That awkward moment you get in your car and there's a zombie hitting your car.
Okay, so the music should be back because I left the party because they were arguing too much. And I'm actually going to put busy on as well. And the reason I put busy on is because now that I have my gamer tag out on YouTube, a lot of you guys send me messages when I'm recording, and busy means pretty much saying nicely that please don't send me a message at this moment, I'm very busy, you know? And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that and actually dig this right here. And we're going to be building a little cave. So I just went, I think 3, 4... I don't know how deep I went, actually. I accidentally lost count. That is totally my bad, guys. But if you guys rewind it, you guys can see how deep I'm going so far and how many layers I've dug out. Okay, so you're going to have it like this, like a tunnel. And I'm just actually started counting how many back it is. And then right here, we're going to dig 3. That's 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers. Now I'm going to need nether brick. And this is like a caveman fire right here. So that's our cave. It's like, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm actually going to mess it up to make it look more, more natural later on. Right now I'm still making the framework. And you're going to have a problem like that. If you do, place a dirt block and go up above later on and replace that dirt block with sand. Sorry. And now I'm just gonna start actually messing up the whole cave and making it look more like a cave. So pause the video every couple of seconds to see what I'm doing and to catch up, because I can't really explain what I'm doing. I'm just, tearing it apart to make it look nice. Okay, I'm still digging out. And right there, and I gotta come over. Yeah, I think that's pretty good right now. That looks pretty good. How about something right here and dig 2 back? That was actually 3 back. And then you're gonna place railroad as far back as you can, which is 3 blocks, and then you're gonna take a 2 out of that hole and turn like this and block right there, and then you're gonna place it exactly like I did on that little turn, because it makes it look, I don't know, anywhere else it kind of makes it look weird. And then you're going to dig all this out that I'm digging out and placing it with lava. Right up to that minecart. Sorry, if you guys heard like a click. Oh, shit, I'm on fire. I had to cough. And I didn't want to cough into the mic because it's really loud. Because I have a better mic now and it's like really sensitive. So some people say I lisp, but that's actually because the mic was so close to my mouth. And I didn't realize it, and then I figured out why, and now it's like really far away. And I think it helped out a lot more, but the mic's really sensitive, so... But now I'm just placing like ore in here to make it look more like a cave. You guys can do this if you guys would like, just for detailed effects. But it's not really supposed to be mined, it's just supposed to look nice. I think I got it decked out. Now what I need is, I need a flint and steel to light this. So it's like a caveman fire, and I really don't like how it's 2, so I'm just gonna actually remove that. I know it'll go out, it's just like, I just want it to be out right now so you guys can see. And there we go, it's like a little caveman fire. And now what we're gonna need is, like, oak wood and oak, fence post, and you're gonna place oak like that, and then the fence post like this. Makes it look like it's holding up the little cave, and it's a cute little cave. My, Smoker Joker on my build team actually designed this, so give him props for that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start to build the little river that goes over, and I'm going to move as slowly as I can so you guys can copy it. Make sure you guys stop every couple of seconds to get a good look at this. Like right now would be a good time. And then, you know, start doing what I'm doing now. And then every couple of seconds just pause and do what I do. Now we're going to start up again. And now I'm gonna go in. No, yeah. And then more in. So it's like a weaving a little stream. Okay, so there we go, it's just connected. Now it's time for the other side. And this is where you guys gotta kind of mimic it, but make it wide enough so like you can at least get a boat through it. That's what I would say. At least one boat can go through it at all times. It might be a little bit difficult, but it's possible, you know? It's that thing. And I hate sheep so much. I hate them so much. They're so disgusting. They look like they're, you know, sucking their rankers, and it's just, it creeps me out. And they look at you like they're staring through your soul. I hate sheep so much. Oh, he's back. I hate the animation for them eating. It creeps me out so much. And there, we linked it up. Now it's time to just dig all this out. And I'm actually going to speed this up really quick. Okay, so we just skipped the daytime, and now in a moment we're going to use sand blocks to actually dig out the whole bottom. And I'm going to show you guys where to do it, but I'm not going to talk because I'm actually just going to let you guys do this right here. And then I'll be back to join you right after we get done with this. While putting in the sand blocks, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we just got done with that. I did not feel like talking because it was just me, you know, placing down sand blocks. And right now, what on the side, I'm going to take off the side, and I'm also going to replace the siding with a sand block. So that's what I'm going to do now, all the way on all the way down on both sides. It will make it so it's not just, I don't know. I really don't know. Well, in Minecraft there are rivers with sand blocks on the side. So that's one reason I'm doing it, and the other reason is I just feel like that's how it should be. You guys really don't have to if you guys don't really feel like it, but if you guys want it to be exactly like mine, then you guys should, but it's whatever. And I'm also going to dig out the center to make it deeper in some areas, so it's like pools. If you guys live in like Pennsylvania or maybe the Grand Canyon or near rivers, I should say, there's erosion in the center where there's like pools where a lot of fish hang out. And that's kind of like what I was shooting for in this, so it was kind of like a little realistic thing that is in the real world with rivers, and that's kind of what I was doing. I know in Pennsylvania they have them because I go up there all the time during the summer to hang out with my family, and that's where my dad's side of the family is actually from. But if anybody was wondering, I live in Delaware. And I'm just going to fill that up right there. Or if anybody cared. So I'm just digging out a little bit at a time, and I'm just going to replace that with it. You can tell where the line is because it's dirt and not sand underneath of it, so you guys know that that's the line that is actually supposed to be placed with sand on top. Okay, so we just got done. Now what we are going to do is we are going to get some stone, and I'm just going to replace that there with some sand, but I'm going to do it with stone on this one. Okay, so it looks pretty good right now. I like it. Now I'm going to start with the deep spots. So I'm going to start right here. I don't know if you guys actually saw. I kind of need to go a little bit fast. I'm sorry about that. I should have actually went a lot slower. But I'm just going to dig the next layer down, dig all this stone out, and I'm going to replace that all with sand. But I hope you guys don't have trouble finding out where I just went. There. So there's actually where it is. I just flew up pretty high so you guys can see. And I'm going to drop back down and just dig a little bit more out. And I'm just going to do this as well, right here, this area. And yeah. And then I'm going to do another one right next to it. So this is a wider area, so I can put a pool right here. And I'm going to kind of bring it down the stream this way. That looks pretty nice. Now I'm just going to try to widen up the little hole. And that's where you guys would try to fish at. If you guys were fishing in here, you guys would try to fish in them pools and try to catch your fish. Because fishing on the shallower end, when you throw the pole in, it'll stick to the bottom. And this kind of makes it a little bit easier to land in instead of sticking to the bottom. So it's like that. So it even brings out the color in it. It like has a little bit of a shadowing, underwater shadowing effect when it comes out, and it really looks nice. Like I'm very happy with how mine looks, and I hope you guys will be just as happy as I am too with how your guys's will look. I'm actually gonna dig that out too, make it a little bit longer. And right there, and I'm gonna add another one right here, and right here, and right there. And there we go. I should do one over here too, like a smaller one. So I'm gonna go over here and go that. Make it like a square almost. Actually, just make it like this big, long, stretched out Z. And add like a little squiggly to it. And there we go. Now what you guys want to do is to, after you guys get done, I'm just actually gonna make this a square. Yeah, what you want to do is get some stone or a different colored block. Stone's really nice to see, and you're gonna just fill that in like this. And the reason is when you guys go to put a water bucket down, it won't fill that in automatically, and it will leave like a wrinkle or a ripple in the water. and you guys are gonna, it's gonna leave like a little current, and it's gonna look kind of weird, and it's not gonna be flat, and it's not gonna look very nice. So just fill that in, and then you're gonna lay water on top of this next and make it all solidly flat. And then I'll show you guys how I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna leave you guys, you know, hanging on how to do it. I'm also gonna actually build this right here. I need to get a bucket of water after I get done with this. So just let this water flow. Replace all this with sand. I'm actually gonna make like a little pond right here. Just a little one, so it doesn't look dumb, and it's just like landing it right there. And then you're gonna get, like, just go around the trim like on the other one. Okay, that's enough with that. Now, you're gonna get that water bucket, and you're just gonna go wild and just pretty much go down the river like so, like I'm doing. Just hold down the left trigger and just let all that water just spray everywhere, and it'll automatically in some spots fill it in to make it flat. Then we're gonna go back and make it flat if it's not flat. And like that. There we go, it just went off the edge. Okay, so like this, just make sure it's all in them crevices to make it flat. Now probably over here, yep. Just add a bucket. And just remove all that little, remove all the stone that I used to cover up them little crevices. And I just made that all flat too. And I'm gonna make all this flat as well. Okay. Now I'm gonna go remove all the stone. You don't really need to see what I'm doing. I know it might be a little bit hard because it's starting to get nighttime, but it's just removing the stone from the deep ends of the little river. If you guys chose to do that. I accidentally broke a sand block, but I'll replace it. There we go. And I need to place a bucket of water there. And on the corners, just make sure there's a bucket of water too. Just to double check to make sure it's everywhere. And it's gonna look like a mess down there. And I'm actually gonna fix that. And I'll show you guys how. So, what you guys are gonna do is like we did on the other one that dropped down. Oh, that looks really pretty actually. I'm really happy with this outcome. I'm skipping to daytime so you guys can see. It's a lot easier now. Okay, so right here, get in this corner and just drop straight down. Now it was 2. And then I'm gonna go up. And then it was like 1, 1. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dig this out like a square. Right there. So it's all targeted. So all of it should land right in that little hole. And you guys won't have just a big old splatter mark on the bottom. Again, make sure that there's water all filled up on the edges, like so. So you guys saw how it just combined it, and now it hit the bottom. There's no explosion, like a water explosion down there. And it looks very nice. Looks very, very nice. I'm very happy with the outcome of this island. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to build a bridge going across the little thing. I'm not very happy with the bridge I built. It's very ugly because it's not very big at all. So it was trying to fit in a lot of detail in a very small place, and I really didn't like it at all. But it's an okay bridge, and I'm about to start to design it right now. I'm thinking about where I'm going to put it. I'm going to do it right here. So place 1 block right there, and skip 3 and place it right there. Now you're going to go straight across and make it sure it's, you know, lining up. I was going to make it like that, touching the bank, but it just looks dumb. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is bring it up 1 higher. Okay, now that it's all higher on 1 post, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some cobblestone stairs, and I'm going to also get some gravel for the road. So what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to make the road. Well, not right there. I really don't need that. I need a dirt block now to fix this. But just make it like a 3x3 square, 1 block away, so you guys can see where it is. And then right here you're gonna put half slabs. Right here you're gonna put stairs. Didn't mean to do that. Then you're going to turn around and place half slabs on top of the stairs and bring it out one. And then break it. And then you're going to drag it all the way across to the other end. I guess it's a cute little bridge. I guess that's what you guys call it. The girls would say it's cute. You know, like, but what to me it's fucking ugly. I really hate it. But it's all I could do right now because I was just trying to do this off the top of my head. And this is as small as I can come up with. But I do look like how I made it look really rustic when it's all done. And I'm just going to bring them an extra length higher. Like, I'm trying to show you. Like this. No, not like that. Like that. There we go. I really could have just placed it off that other block, but... And I'm just going to place half slabs and stare and stare. Stare and stare. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And half slabs on top. Stare, stare. And stare, stare. So that looks, I guess, decent enough for the moment. And I'm just going to decorate it with some seaweed around the trim. Only right here on the side, but it grew onto the other side on accident. Like that. And then backward stare. Oh, well, sideward stare, frontward stare, sideward, frontward, sideward, whatever. I need to do that. I need to fix that. Can't believe I actually missed that. I did not see that. The mistake I just made. That's why voiceover is good. So if you guys didn't see that, it's sideward stare, and inner stare, straight forward. And right here we are looking good. And now what I'm doing is I'm just gonna add that there for hell if I know, just something to go there so it doesn't look so plain and ugly. Really, I hate the bridge again. So a trapdoor. So I guess I really don't know a whole lot about Rustic, so I'm just gonna use glowstone. I don't know if they use glowstone or not, or torches, but you guys can decide which lighting you guys want to use. But I'm gonna use my medieval lighting because Rustic to me is a lot like medieval, just run down, and no one has taken care of the house in a long time. So now trapdoors all the way around the side. I'm gonna get a cobblestone. Well, let's use dark wood first. See how it looks. It's fine. But I really think I should use cobblestone on top, but whatever. It's fine. It doesn't look very rustic to me right now. It looks more medieval. So now it's time to run it down with adding some leaf blocks as some bushes around it. And I'm just going to make some bushes hanging all over these lights and randomly all around the bridge to make it look like it's all torn up. And now I need some cobblestone blocks to actually make the road look all destroyed. Like it used to be cobblestone and then it's just destroyed enough to make it look like gravel. And I'm going to do like a YT mix. And then over here I'm just gonna bring it like the same thing kind of. Now I'm gonna add some more bushes over here and some bushes over here and right there. So now it looks really run down. It makes it look kind of like messed up a little bit. And now it's time to add some lily pads in the river. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, guys. It really does help out a lot. If you guys want something special in your guys' Rustic Sky Village, then make sure you guys let me know. Bye, guys.
Bye.